Hey everyone, today I'd like to talk about a very casual way of gaining experience with an alt. Right now we have several events going on, and the main one that I wanted to talk about is Hallows End. And what we'll be doing is basically going around Azeroth and collecting the different candy buckets that are located in all of these different inns. Right now we have WoW's anniversary, which is going to give us a really good buff of 10%, and also another 10% with the blessings of the bronze dragonflight, which is a daily quest you can complete in the grounds of the anniversary. So all you have to do is basically run around and participate in the different celebration activities, and you'll gain the buff for 12 hours, and it does persist through death. We also have another buff right now, which is the Grim Visage, and that is painting your face with the Wickerman's ashes, and you'll get an increased buff of 10%. So right now I'm at 30%, and it's been really good just flying around discovering the new areas that I have not discovered, and I'm gaining experience as I go while I'm collecting these candy buckets. So I will post a link in the description to the candy buckets add-on. It's very easy to find. You just want to type into your CurseForge or however you add your add-ons. You just want to put in candy buckets, and it just basically shows the icons on the map for you, as you can see here. And once you collect a candy bucket, it will be removed from the map, so it tells you that you already collected that candy bucket. So let's collect this one here in the Northern Barrens, and it's just right here. And if you're not familiar with the candy buckets, you're basically going to get tricky treats, and this is a currency that you can use to buy some very expensive battle pets. And the reason why they're expensive is because you can only get those battle pets during this event of Hallows End, and only comes once a year, so they're very expensive. And it's part of the battle pets that they sell for the tricky treats. It's part of this really large achievement of collecting all the cats. So here's the candy bucket, and you're going to see how much experience I get with the 30% buff. So I got 6,000 experience. That's about 8% of what I need on my bar, and that's just one. When you collect it, you'll have your handful of treats, and you just open that up and you'll receive your tricky treats. And I'll show you where to find the vendors for the Hallows End, for the Horde for the most part.
What's up? Go.
And let's go this way. I'm just gonna keep flying, and this is a new account, fresh account, new character, so I'm flying around and discovering these new places. I just gained 1100 right there, and I'm just gonna go to the next area or the next inn and collect my candy bucket. And as you can see, that one has been removed from the map, so I don't have to go back that way. But there is a route to get them all. I basically start in the Eastern Kingdoms and work my way down. And you can see there's just so many candy buckets you can collect. Let's bring it back down. You can see there's some in Pandaria. Let's see, I believe this is the new area. The Broken Isles has a couple. Northrend has a bunch. The Dragon Isles, there's a ton of them there. That's new. Let's go back. I'm sure Outland has some as well. Yep. Shadowlands. No one likes Shadowlands. Draenor. No one likes Draenor. So these are the most common. But yeah, Dragon Isles. That's pretty cool that they have a bunch of new candy buckets there. And there is an achievement for collecting all these candy buckets, which is nice. So here's our next candy bucket. And there's another 6,300, 8%. And it's just very easy to collect all of this stuff. And I'm just flying around gaining experience as I go. But let me show you where you can find the vendors. So I'm just gonna go back to Undercity here, or to the Brill. And I recommend having, if you're going to do this with an alt, I recommend for the Horde, I recommend you make the inn or have your Hearthstone to the Brill here in this location, because it's just much easier for you to access the buff. Because if you die, you will lose the Grim Visage buff. So Undercity's right here, and the dailies and all that good stuff is right in front here. And if you need to go back to Orgrimmar, there's a portal right there. You can just click on that portal and you'll be back into Orgrimmar, and then you can go to wherever you need to go in the portal room. So it's very convenient to have in there for your alt or whoever you're leveling up or farming up the tricky treats. And you can get the Grim Visage buff here. All you have to do is just hit the little bonfire and then click on the ashes on the floor, and then you'll get the buff of the Grim Visage. So that only lasts for 2 hours, so you will have to come back to that. All the vendors are here for the tricky treats. The most important is going to be the pet vendor, and right now the prices of these guys are going to go down because everyone's going to be buying them and posting them in the auction house. So I recommend just trying to farm out the tricky treats, buy the pets, and then later on sell them in the auction house, because they're going to be worth a lot of gold, especially Naxi. I've sold quite a few of those on my old account for some very good amount of gold, and I think with all of my alts I ended up buying like 4 or 5 of these. So with each character you can gain a lot of tricky treats. You could possibly buy 2 or 3 battle pets depending on how lucky you get, because sometimes you'll get 2 tricky treats or 3. But yeah, I thought I'd just make a quick video on that. As I'm leveling, I've been enjoying going back into retail and just having some fun and collecting some stuff as I go. So if you would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.